sir is a very old school coach. That's one of the reasons why we've stayed together for so long.
The mental ability of what people think is good thinking. It's also how to control your emotion.
I see today, even I meet some children on a day-to-day basis. Someone wins on a local tournament and Instagram is flooded.
There is a talent where his spatial awareness is making him understand that the ball is going to come out in this particular way from this lie or whatever it is.
Perspective to a parent, what are the three things you say from a parent's perspective? I mean, which you think is a must if you want to make sure that your kid goes.
What do you need to do? So this is actually, you have to lead by example. Well, if I want Shubhankar to go somewhere, and if I start acting as if my son has become world champion and I'm bigger world champion, that's nonsense. No, whatever he learns or whatever he learned in a growing up ages, naturally it was between. He picked up something from me, something from his mother, something from his coach, anyone who was closely associated with. So basically, you have to lead by example. Whatever you do, especially as a father or a mother, whatever you do, your child picks up absolutely without any effort. Especially in the younger years of 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, till the time he's not fully exposed to the world. Child tends to pick up what you are, so he becomes a winner. So I think parents got to be very careful that they teach the basic values of life to child. They must teach child success, and first they have to understand themselves. Like I have been understanding and I am trying to understand even today. What is success and what is failure? Number one. So first get your mind clear and then pass on to children. See, sport is just one aspect of life. If you win in sport, it does not mean that you become something bigger than thou. You are still the same guy, X, Y, Z. You are a good sportsman, you get respect for that. But 4 other aspects which are equally important like that, or also have to develop along with that one aspect so that you become a complete person.
I'll go back to Jesse sir and I'll ask what are the core values of the academy that you can summarize now.
So we have to build, like I said, of course, good golfers, but that's good personalities. I mean, they must be honest. They must be sportsmen. They must be like team. It's a great team we are building. They should not be jealous of each other. They should learn to play at their level and just keep working hard to improve each part. They should be good learners. They've been given support for their fitness and everything else. So as we expect kids to be able to, imbibe as much as they can from everything we get, and also open their eyes to the rest of the world so that they know that there is a lot more than just that little cocoon which they are living in. We're giving them a platform to be able to develop as a person, as a player, as a golfer, and also like say Sunny is contributing to society and sometime go out and help others and do stuff for the game, for Punjab and for other people.
What do you think is the long-term vision of the academy?
I think Academy's long-term vision should be that number one, we have to produce world champions. There is without saying that we made a very good start with the Academy. Now, we have picked up some really good kids. These kids who I've been observing for many years. Mr. Jesse has been seeing them for many years. It has gone through a whole cycle of selection. So similarly, we want an academy now which can produce world champions, keeping all these values intact. A good sports people, good discipline, respect for the system, respect for the support, understanding the greater value of life, understanding the wellness and all those matters of good environment and good etiquettes and sportsmanship, and least of the last but not the least, the pride for the nation and the state. So that is, I think, very important. So if you base our academy, which we are going to base on that, I think will be one of the best academies in the future.
I think it's not only about making great athletes, as you mentioned, it's also about the holistic development of the individuals or the kids who are signing up. Shubhankar, we land with you. 5 years down the line, where do you think golf, Chandigarh, Roundglass Golf Academy, again, where we started from? What do you think 5 years down the line, where do we be?
I think sky is the limit. I think the vision to begin with is world class. We want to build a world class academy. We want to bring more kids into the sport. Kids that we've already chosen are already world beaters. We have so many kids who are doing really well in world championships and junior world championships all around the world. 5 years down the line, I think these kids will grow up We'll have more kids coming in. I think we'll create an ecosystem. I think that's very important. That's a word that I picked up on during our podcast. The ecosystem will become a place where you're not only making golfers but better people, better kids are growing up to become better human beings. And golf as a sport, for me, when I started, I have learned so much through this sport. I've learned etiquette, I've learned how to conduct myself, how to control my emotions. It's made me a better person overall. So I thank this sport for that, for giving me so much. And they say golf is a way of life, it's not a sport. Because you go through ups and downs in golf just the way you go through ups and downs in life. So it has made me a better person. And that's I think, as a player who's playing outside, and I've seen my own development and how I have changed over the years, I would say that I want kids who are coming up at the academy to go through that same process, just in a much better environment and ecosystem where it's so much easier for them to go and play outside. They'll become better human beings, they'll make friendships, they'll have bonds that will last them their whole life. I mean, even now when I have to go outside, I don't go outside, I go to the golf course to have a good time also. Even if I want to not practice at all, I have a cup of tea and I'll just share stories with my friends, hitting chips, talking. It might be not a productive session in terms of, when you just talk about practice, but I know it's productive for me because I'm still in the environment that I love. I'm still with friends and sharing stories, and golf is a sport where you have stories from everyone because you're traveling so much, playing, you have golf course stories, you have so many things that are going to happen. 5 years down the line, I think we'll create that ecosystem. I can already see that happening when the academy comes up. I can see all of us sitting, talking, practicing. It'll be an academy where you can spend all day. And that is very exciting for me because it takes me back to my old days when I was 15, 16. I was dreaming really big. We would have chipping matches, putting matches, this putt to win the Masters or this putt to qualify for the British Open. And I dreamt big because I was in that ecosystem, because that's what we were eating, drinking, sleeping golf. That's what they say in golf. So, and it was fun doing that. It was not a chore. So that will happen 5 years down the line. We will create great human beings, great kids, great role models for golf, but also we'll create world champions in that process. So that's what my vision for the academy is. For me, 5 years down the line, I'll still be young. I'm 28, I'll be 33 then. Hopefully, I'm sure I'll be a much better player than I am right now. I'll become more consistent. I'm already working towards things where I feel, Jesse sir, and I feel that I'm getting better slowly. I'll have more wins under my belt, and hopefully I can win a major till then. That's my lifelong goal.